and it is bustling. We are back in full swing travel-wise. In fact, I think there might be more people traveling now than there were before the pandemic. A lot of pent-up travel frustration is getting let out, especially around the holidays now. So if you were wondering, this is what Incheon Airport is like. It is quite a busy place. We've got all sorts of shopping, of course, because, you know, shopping is the thing you do in Korea, apparently. A lot of people I know seem to do a lot of seriously heavy shopping on this side. You know, you've got all sorts of couture, super expensive brands. Montblanc, Salvatore Ferragamo, Burberry, right? And this is all supposedly, you know, duty-free, which makes it somehow less expensive. I just don't think, I guess if you're paying $5,000 for a watch, then not paying 10% of that in duty is a significant reduction in the amount of money you spend ultimately. Up there are restaurants that you can actually, on landside, that you can actually use to view, not only eat, but view down here on Airside. Of course, Prada, I mean, you know, Dior. I love how there are actually barriers preventing people from entering because, you know, they don't want just anyone daring to go into the Dior shop. I don't care how much money I would ever have. I would never buy from those brands because they still use slave labor in countries with no labor protections. They make massive profits and the quality isn't necessarily really that much better. I would rather pay money for artisanally handmade items by local craftsmen who actually collect a decent wage and have actual skill rather than enrich these fat cats. Let's see, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, the sales clerks there feel more like guards or bouncers than sales clerks. You know, you have to look like you belong there to get into there. Gentle Monster, which I didn't realize was not an art display, but is a glasses brand, apparently. Things I learned by traveling here. A very strange little display in there. They're into their very weird art. And here's the scary Gentle Monster. I guess this is their mascot. I guess they don't know about arachnophobia. Chanel, of course. You know, basically what happened when materials got cheap, the 1% had to figure out how to set themselves apart from the hoi polloi, since everyone was basically wearing the same shapes of clothes with more or less the same materials. And the way they did that was by creating expensive brands. So you have a label on your clothing that tells people that you're well-heeled. I just don't. I think life should be about more than that. Unfortunately, brand recognition seems to be a very big thing here in Korea. I'm hoping the younger generation of Koreans will evolve past that sort of empty nonsense and start to appreciate the value of locally made, handmade items. I think they are. I think Korea's headed that way. I hypothetically, I guess I should tell you guys, I'm flying today on Air India all the way to Vancouver via Delhi. First leg of my flight is business class. I did not pay for these flights using cash. I used points. Guys, I'm not a trust fund baby. I am solidly middle class and I work hard for the income that I have. So yeah, but here is one of the best things about Incheon Airport, traditional Korean culture. The Korean Traditional Culture Center, where you can so wonderful. We just missed the end of it. But yeah, if you're at Incheon Airport, one of the best things about it is the traditional Korean culture centers where they have all sorts of performances. They have, talk about artisanally made items, they have beautiful handcrafted masterpieces of traditional Korean arts. So you can buy handmade, turned metal plateware or tableware, tea sets, handcrafted norige, the little pendant hangers for your hanbo, beautiful hand-sewn decorative items for your home, bojagi, the beautiful traditional Korean quilting technique. But yeah, this is what it's like to be at Incheon Airport on Terminal 1 anyway. There's a lot of construction happening here. Now, travel tip, if you are here at Terminal 1 and you do not have lounge access because of credit cards or your flight being business class, they actually have plenty of wonderful, restful, free facilities here. If you go up to the second level, I guess that's actually level 4, there's a free lounge area, free napping area, napping chairs, showers, which are also free, children's play area, all sorts of things. All you have to do is go up to level 4. So you don't have to be well-heeled. You don't have to have a business class flight. Incheon Airport really believes in creating really nice public spaces, and it's quiet up there. So if you are here at Incheon Airport and you want a quiet place, go up to level 4 to the free transfer lounge area. So hypothetically, my flight is supposed to start boarding at 11:20, I believe. I actually have access to several lounges here, but I'm going to be honest, they're nothing much to write home about, I guess. The priority pass lounges here tend to be very full, and the lounge to which I have access through my business class Air India flight is the Asiana lounge, and it's decent, but it's not something that's terribly exciting. I actually prefer getting a nice little walk-in before my flight rather than sit at the Asiana Air Lounge. If I'd been here 3 or 4 hours early, I probably would go there also, but I actually had a nice leisurely breakfast with my husband, who bade me farewell. He's flying out tomorrow. We're on separate flights because I had more flexibility about my flight to Seattle, so I booked an award ticket. He had much less flexibility about his flight, so we had to just buy him a commercial ticket, which I rarely do. We hardly ever fly and pay for tickets. We nearly always use points. And if you would like to know how to use credit card spending, your natural spending habits to actually earn points to buy tickets like this, please let me know in the comments below. You do not have to be rich. You do not have to even be particularly high middle class, honestly, if you play the game right, which I apparently do, since a lot of people think I'm a trust fund baby. I am not. I repeat, not a trust fund baby. Okay, well, we have basically walked the length of Terminal 1 from Security Area 2 all the way down to what would be Security Area 5. Note that, unfortunately, if you are traveling from Incheon, having a business class or first class ticket does not get you priority access to security. So you must stand in the line with everyone else, which I did. It was a slow line. There seemed to be some issues this morning. So plan your departure accordingly. You cannot count on getting accelerated security line access just because you're flying business or first class at Incheon. But what you should do definitely is, if you're on land side looking, there are 5 different security points. Go walk past all of them and see which ones have the shortest lines, because security area 5 might be packed with humanity, but security area 2 at the other end might have no one. So never just pick the first security area you come to and assume that that is your fate. You can make your own fate somewhat in the security line area. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this in retrospect, if you have any questions about flying out of Incheon Airport, Terminal 1, do let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, until further, I guess you might be hearing from me multiple times on this trip. I'll try to do a couple of live streams. Maybe I can do even a live stream from aboard my Air India first class flight so you can see what that's like. For certain, I'll try to live stream from the Air India first class lounge. Okay, guys. Well, until next time, may your travels be creative. Bye. Actually, I thought I'd show you I'm a real person. Anyway, I don't think I'm a particularly good-looking person, and the bags under my eyes are looking particularly pronounced today. Anyway, okay, guys, until next time, may your travels be creative.